The Sign of the Times, episode 278, from this undisclosed white bucket. Undisclosed white bucket near some trees. Near some trees. For the people that love the snaps. Current book I'm reading, Ray and Joan. It's the story of Ray Kroc and his wife Joan, the McDonald's hamburger people. They were. Pamphlet of the Sign of the Times, because every show needs a pamphlet, especially Dave Turner's. That's why his failed. Ask Leon Knight, he'll tell you. The Twitter where you can follow me, but not literally. Much like the aforementioned Leon Knight does. Much like the aforementioned Dave Turner does. They really do, but not literally. Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, which you may be watching right about now. Right about now you may be watching on YouTube. Team Bad Knees. Not a single good knee in the bunch. There's more members than that. You have Damian Wayne in there. And Penny Petition Jonax in there. Casey Carlisle's in there. Look at that. You can get pictures of Casey Carlisle and DVDs at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com for all of your gift-giving needs. Mr. J, a big fan of Casey Carlisle. He was on Sign Guys Wrestling Show and he said she was the best female talent we've had at BCW. He was probably impressed with the size of her title belt at the time she was the NWA World Women's Champion. I don't know if Mr. J ever made an appearance at Hot Nurse U, but Casey Carlisle went there. That might make Mr. J faint, I don't know. He might. He might ask why she's so serious when she's there wearing fishnet. And if he did faint, they need a hot nurse. Mr. J might be in a barn sometime. He might, be in a barn for crazy sports entertainers. QT's favorite, the pillow. There she is in midget form. There's the one I got for winning Fan of the Month at CaseyCarlisle.com. That one's a little too risky for King Jaden. Autograph picture of Seymour Scott, proud member of the Gouge roster, as am I. I shall be making my Gouge return soon. CAC program. Gregor Petrov was there this year, as was Kathy Kemp. She was. She goes every year. So, this week, a busy week. We had Mr. J on the show today, as I said. And Sunday on Turnbuckle Turmoil, we have J.D. Mason. I believe this will be the first solo appearance of J.D. Mason on Turnbuckle Turmoil for some reason. I don't know why. No idea why it took so long to get him on there. He will be on. QT will probably ask track and field questions, much like he did to Mr. J today. Probably nothing but track and field questions, and questions about promotions that J.D. Mason has never appeared at ever before in his life, like House of Glory Wrestling in New York, or maybe QT will have questions about Championship Wrestling from Arizona, where J.D. Mason has never appeared. I, of course, will ask about Pinnacle, because I love Pinnacle. J.D. Mason will probably be for words when I ask about Pinnacle, but I'm still going to ask. We'll get into Northwest Pro and some PWF, maybe even a little CPW, promotions where J.D. Mason does in fact perform. Then on Monday, pretty much looking like Memorial Day, maybe I'll watch a little WWE Network or something on Memorial Day. I don't know. Then we'll get the big Memorial Day tribute at the start of Raw. They do it every year. Nice touch on Raw. Every year they do that. Tuesday, looking free. Wednesday, not a lot. Thursday, pretty much nothing. Friday, we have Andrea the Giant. Also her first time on the show. I once managed Andrea the Giant. QT will probably ask 37 questions about track and field. Maybe 38. And probably ask about Big B riding a drunk donkey, because he does that now. It's a thing. It's a real thing now, much to the chagrin of Beast Barnett, who's probably shaking his head saying, I thought my life was horrible before, but now I get 10 minutes of Big V and a drunk donkey questions. So to review from this undisclosed bucket, which is in fact white, which is across from trees. I don't know what type of tree that is, but if QT can watch and then report back on the type of tree that is, And that would be fantastic. It would be a goal of his to be able to tell us the exact variety of trees. Sunday, we got J.D. Mason coming on the show for the first time. He'll be on the Turnbuckle to talk Northwest Pro. Maybe he'll update us about his feud with Adnan Reyes at the PWF. QT will probably ask him about combining javelins and pro wrestling. I don't know if J.D. Mason will still be talking to us by the time the interview is finished, but we'll see. Monday, and looks like Memorial Day. Memorial Day happening. Probably will have a Memorial Day clip at the start of Raw like they do every year. Tuesday is looking free. Wednesday, pretty much free. Next Thursday, not a lot going on. Next Friday, Andrea the Giant, whom I once managed. She went to the ring, threw the door open, took out everybody in the ring. I believe there was a Miss MJ Payne involved. Lila Lodge was there, and Andrea the Giant's going right through him like a hot knife through butter. So, pretty much episode 278